Hey guys, another quick snip video for you guys, and I'm going to talk on this one just briefly around why do staff leave. It's a huge thing, particularly after the COVID period. There were a lot of people moving around. At the moment there's probably going to be another after this whole recession sort of sorts itself out. But it's interesting and it's really important as managers, leaders, execs, anyone that makes up that HR, people aspects, leadership. If you're not actually asking the questions and you're not looking into why it's happening, then you need to start if you're not already doing it. So I guess the first thing most of the time is it's better offer elsewhere. So someone's received a better offer elsewhere. So you as leaders need to look at, well, what are you not offering that the marketplace is? What are your competitors doing that you're not doing? Now it's not about comparing what are they doing that we're not, but it's trying to make it so that, again, you're not the company that's paying 10 years ago's wage to your staff and hoping that they'll stay around, because that only lasts so long, especially when cultures change within a workplace, once management changes, once the whole makeup sort of tweaks, people start to question, well, why am I still here? And so that's important to understand that you're paying your staff what the market rate is and keeping level to be competitive with your offerings. Now, it's not always about money. It can be about those social elements. It can be about, I've noticed lately, a lot of companies are offering people like a birthday day off. So in the month of their birth, they get a paid day off, an extra day of annual leave sort of thing. And that's fantastic. That, the little things like that, which I myself like to take time on my birthday to just have me space, whether it go for a motorbike ride, whether it be that, just get out, whether it's spend time with the family, that's important to a lot of people. And some don't want to burn a day of their limited annual leave on that. It's not that important to them, but if they got given an extra day of annual leave, that would produce more productivity and a greater culture, I guess, for the people, because it makes them again feel appreciated. So that's something. There are multiple ways you can do it. It's not just about offering dollar money more than what you're doing now to keep up with other companies. So you can offset it with other benefits now. I realize that giving another day off, multiply that across your staff, you're given another 100 days that you've got to cover of leave across a whole team, but whatever it be, that's going to cost. So it's a small cost with a huge payoff, whereas to necessarily give them a day's pay more in a year, that may not, they're looking now, that might be a pay of, I'm not going to sit and do the maths, say it's $2 more an hour. To them, that doesn't necessarily equate the same, and it doesn't have the same impact as you going and turning around and saying, book your one day in your month of your birth and you get to have that day as a day off work, paid. So that's something that you can look at and work, because people are going to get offered better deals, better packages, if you're not keeping up. The other one that hurts a lot of people is the lack of business support. And I've seen this numerous times where businesses start to have lots of change, and being humans, we don't like a lot of change. We don't like having to deal with movement, but it's important for execs and down to give the team what they need to know that they've got the support. And I've seen it a lot where exoduses start happening and no one gives them, I suppose, that reason to stay. They don't give them that culture, that confidence, that backing and the support. So it's really important, not just for the TLs. Often, again, this is where we go, well, that's not my problem, that's not my problem, that's not my problem. We palm everything off because it's, somebody else has to do that from wherever. But it really is an accumulative impact from all the leadership. If the top person is making decisions and they're not backing that up by supporting their staff and whatnot, then we start to get that ripple effect. So the next question as leaders is, you've got to work out, why do you want to keep the staff? Why is it important for us to keep staff? And many companies have done things, Unite block. There's a number of tools out there to be able to try and work out and equate where your game changers and your hard workers are, and sort of just to metrics everyone. And I'm generally not a big person when it comes to like putting everyone on paper, but we do need to do that as leaders in order for us to work out how we can help those who are struggling and how we can get them into the ball game and compete with others. So it's important to know what your staff, where they're starting and where they're at. And then you need to work out, again, why is that person falling behind? Is it because they're not getting the tools? Is it because they're not got the knowledge? Do they need some training? Do they need some more buddying and one-on-one with an SME so they can upskill a little bit more internally? Or do we need to send them off on a course? And again, I've talked about training and retention and keeping people once they go on a course. But we need to work out, it costs a lot of money to companies to hire staff. So we need to actually flip the coin and work out, what can we do to reduce exodus, reduce people leaving. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes it is better to step back and let some people leave the company, and that is, you know, up to you as leaders to work out whether or not they're providing benefit to the team or whether they're just creating noise, they're unsatisfied, and they're actually creating more friction than benefit. The other main point to think about is the consistency. Look at internal promotions, and I've been part of a lot where they move the parameters frequently. So they do their reviews in April, they do their reviews now in August, they do their reviews now in June. They do the reviews and stuff constantly move, the parameters constantly move, and it's not a corporate movement or structure within that. So that creates difficulty too, because now it's up to the TLs, the team leads, those people in front of their staff, to try to navigate and help their staff. But if they don't actually know what they're working with when it comes to like when the pay review is happening, what does somebody need to do to get eligibility for a pay review? Like, what are the expectations, what are the parameters? And that's what we all want to know, is what do I need to do myself to make it to the next step, to become the next level engineer, to be you know, eligible for promotion, to be, you know, more visible. So there are a few of the little things that I guess I think about frequently when it comes to retention, about staff, mapping with them a career path and a career plan is a huge aspect towards retention. Investing in the staff, making them feel wanted and helping them to achieve their career outcome is very important to them wanting to stay and work for your company and provide you value. And again, with the training, send them off on the course and give them the provision prior. When you come back from the course, I want you to come up with a 30-minute training session to do with what you've learned, and educate the team, because generally speaking, we take in only so much from something. It's when we apply it. So I hope that's been insightful. If you've enjoyed it, chuck some comments in the comments. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until the next one where you'll see me, keep it real. Bye for now.